How's it going, Twitch? My name is Skul, and on behalf of Soft, welcome to today's stream. So, today I am playing a brand new game from EAS called Synergia, and I do have a few codes to give away today as well. Not many, I only have, I think, one North American Switch and one European Switch code, but yeah, we've got some codes to give away for this game, so if you want a code, then make sure you stick around. Let's go ahead and hop into it. As usual, I have no idea what to expect. I have no information about this game. So let's see what awaits us. That's a lot of static. Oh, it's a VHS tape. If a machine is expected to be infallible, it cannot also be intelligent. Alan Turing. Ooh, look at that cityscape. Yeah, I think so, Dim. I think so. The visual style is incredibly interesting. Mara. Sela. Mara. Yoko. Kyle, Darla. This is really intriguing. Captivating, even. Could probably turn down the volume just a hair. Let's go with that. Synergia. At the end of the world, sometimes love is the ultimate crime. An original cyberpunk visual novel. So it's a VN. Okay. That was a really cool trailer. Okay, let's see what the configs look like. English, text speed, let's just go with that. Sound's good, music's good, okay. Let's go ahead and start. Press Y to progress story. Okay. Hold L and R to fast forward. Guinea pigs. 20 days before the Synergia incident. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. John Keats. Sir, our test models have left the lab. However, some issues arose. Issues? The convoy adjusted route, apparently due to a change that was made in the trailer's autopilot. Okay, this is... That's just a little too slow. A little too slow there. Let's go with that. Okay. The convoy adjusted route, apparently due to a change that was made in the trailer's autopilot. After detouring from the main highway, it was then attacked not long after. What happened to the androids? One of them was destroyed by a fire inside the cargo unit. The rest were stolen during the attack, so we sent a deactivation signal from our main computer, but only 2 of them stopped transmitting their data flow. Interesting. So, there are still 2 fully functional models. Affirmative! We have already located one of them, but the other is still missing. Is the main computer still receiving its data? Yes, sir, but the location signal is coming from the first machine. We believe it might have been able to disable the tracker, even though we cannot be sure without accessing the database. That would be extremely risky. Definitely not. Anyway, this could be a chance to see how those models behave in a hostile environment. Keep an eye on the functioning android and make sure it's out of danger. Find the other one. Roger that, sir. I will keep you informed. Smells like ozone. 15 days before the Synergia incident. My schedule for today lists a 6-hour self-accusatory depression. Philip K. Dick. There's nothing as nice as a rainy day. At least, it'd be a nice day if I were home. It's nearly as fun cooped up here in this car. It's not nearly as fun cooped up here in this car. There's a cloud generator right here. They do anything to get tourists. Still, that ozone smell is one of the best things in this district. I think I can move my webcam up. That looks good. Vegas sure is taking his time. I wonder if I should look for him. I'm good here. There he is. He's bringing the smell of rain inside along with him, although a cigarette stench soon overwhelms it. What took you so long? Is it serious? He lit up another cigarette, his 4th this morning. Vega doesn't displease me. I can tolerate him way more than the rest of my co-workers. The smell really gets on my nerves. That woman just kept yammering on. Nothing important. The android. Would you mind putting out that cigarette? It's raining outside. I can't smoke anywhere else. Take me home then. Did you tell the boss? Sure I did. We're done for today. As I was saying, it was just an outdated android. It didn't support the latest version of HoloNet, so it was giving her trouble. I hate being called for this kind of stuff. When did we turn into HoloNet's on-site tech support? Blame it on the war. Companies have their hands full with all these updates. They need to keep androids safe from hackers. Then they should use old models like I do. I don't get why everyone is obsessed with the new ones. You have to admit they're charming. People get fond of them. You used to love the new models, or so I've heard. I wonder if he's talking about... No, I don't think so. I know. I thought they were alive, but I grew out of it. I know. It's hard to believe since my first love was an android. Oh, come on! Great, it seems like he knows nothing. I'll have to make something up. It's true. It was a first-generation commercial model, handing out flyers near my house. How could you even like it? I mean, those had most of their wires in plain view. They didn't even look human at all. I think barely around half of them passed the Turing test. It's embarrassing to think about now, but I thought all those wires looked cute. I was just a little girl, you know. I guess they were like toys for me. What about family then? How do you plan on having kids with an android? I can't imagine my life now without my 2 little kids. Vega takes every chance to boast about his kids and how natural they are. They'll probably end up with implants in every nook and cranny though, just like everyone else. I know this might surprise you, but I wasn't exactly planning on having kids when I could still count my age with my fingers. And to this day, having kids still isn't one of my priorities. That's what I thought. Don't you ever feel lonely all by yourself in that shack? Why do you even care? Besides, I'm not alone. I live with my android. Right, your android. You just told me it's an old model. Are you sure that you can keep your company? No, it's just there to water my plants. Of course it's company for me and many more things. Things, huh? You're not breaking any laws, are you, Sela? Maybe that attraction for machines wasn't just puppy love after all. He gives me a glance out of the corner of his eye, looking almost haughty. I know he's fishing for a specific answer. It's not like I haven't thought about it before. Having a crush on an android decades ago doesn't mean I want to screw every single piece of scrap I find. Don't make me regret telling you that. Okay. Jeez, it was just a joke. You don't have to get like that. I just wanted to know if... It's company. It's terrible company. Are you happy now? Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I knew it. If you ever want to hang out with a flesh and blood person, just tell me. You can have dinner with us. Never in a million years. Sorry. Just think about it, alright? It's important that our group stays healthy and united. You know, what's good for the group is also good for the individual. I know. I've read the manual too. I just don't like family dinners, that's all. Just try and cheer up. I don't want you watching over my back whilst you're moping. Again, it was just an automatic medical checkup. Those things mess up all the time. Besides, your life is completely different from mine. That's why you don't understand me. He hit the nail on the head. My android isn't exactly the best company, and I have to take care of my health by myself. Still, it's not something I want to talk about with him. You're right. I can't understand you. But I know someone who does. Have you talked with Darla from Velted Labs? Not really. She's weird. Besides, I'd rather avoid Velta as much as I can. I spent way too many years of my life with them. I still think you should get to know her. Just because they're working for a big corporation doesn't mean they're evil. Look at yourself. You're working for an amazing company, yet you're still a pain in the butt. Very funny. She doesn't come with us often anyway. Actually, she requested to join our unit. I'm going to convince our boss to send her out with us. Try and be friends with her. I can't promise anything. There's something I don't understand. You don't trust androids, yet you're really interested in working with them. How exactly did you get into this section? The boss is friends with my brother. A crony. Really? Hey, someone had to take the job, and it's not like I'm not qualified. They usually do a competition for those. I had to pass a test. You take any chance you get, and it hasn't been too hard for you either. I guess. We get closer to my house. That huge apartment block that reminds me more of a hive than a real home. Vega parks the car in front of my building. See you tomorrow. Hey, think about what I said. Go out, take a walk. Just don't stay home all day. It's not good for you. Yeah. The building is quiet as ever, something I deeply appreciate. I walk up the concrete stairs leading to my door. I can hear Elaine opening it. Hello, Sia. Hello. My day has been great as always. I finished all my tasks in record time. I also cooked the noodles you like. Weren't you having meat today? I forgot to buy it. Sorry. Okay, is that a random event? Delete that personality feature. I'm going to change. Sure, bad memory feature eliminated. I thought I'd erased all those random events over the years. To be honest, I end up regretting it every single time. Elaine's ended up as a boring piece of scrap, and while that's partly my fault, I can't stand it when she tries to act human. I'm done, Elaine. I want to ask you something. Go ahead! Doesn't it bother you to erase your own personality little by little? I'm just doing what you asked me to. How can you keep me good company then? What if I'm wrong? My analysis says that you are healthy and the odds of incorrect orders are very low. Besides, I always have to follow the orders of my master unless they require harming another human. What if all these personality change orders are actually indirectly harming me? Your cold behavior is affecting my move. Partly. Yeah, that's it. I am not responsible for psychological harm caused to humans due to following their orders. I know. I just thought your AI was more... Whatever. I was just messing with you. Don't worry about it. I am not. That rule applies strictly to physical damage. My mere existence is enough to harm some humans feelings-wise. What's your generation, Elaine? Second. You were definitely top of the line back then. You haven't aged too well. It has been some years since I had some good maintenance. Your food is getting cold. Please let me heat it up a little bit. Whatever. I'm not hungry. I sit on the couch, turn on the TV, and put on the news. Elaine has always liked to listen to it. I even recall her asking me to let her watch. It's one of her personality features I'll never erase. I'd hate it even more if she acted completely brainless. Besides, her strict logic comes in handy when I need some explanations. The Emperor's Parade is currently taking place in Conqueror's Square. It seems like the leaders of the Republican Party are absent again. Don't you think it's strange to have emperors and empires in this age? It's almost anachronistic. Well, it's a multicultural country in a state of constant expansion ruled by an emperor. I think calling it an empire is correct. A lot of people love the emperor. If only they knew. Do you know? Know what? He's a cyborg. Is he? Yes, my team went to the palace once. The emperor's got a sex android harem, and he himself's half machine. There's actually a council ruling in the background. They just keep him as the public face. A harem? Was it not that sex with androids was made illegal? Sure was, banned by the emperor himself. During the parade, 3 members of the terrorist group White Cat were arrested, all of them veterans from the expansion army. Seems like there's still some members out there. Do you know them? They are a terrorist group, right? Yes, they used to give us a lot of trouble. They've always been very skilled. They're veterans, after all. But for some reason, they disappeared. Did they disappear, or did somebody make them disappear? My team had a couple missions and managed to get rid of a few, but it might have something to do with improvements to brain chips. The real threat now are androids, not cyborgs. Do you think I am a threat? Not you exactly. I mean, androids are just generally... You are indeed a threat, and always have been. Androids are just as dangerous for the human race as much as humans themselves, but it doesn't mean we're going to go extinct. Our laws say, laws prevent any danger, sure, but those laws are just there because a programmer decided to put them in. Any programmer could make a murderous android. Well, not any programmer, but a really good one could do it. Still, that's enough. Suspending interest feature. I hope I did not hurt you. Hurt me? No way. Now, let me watch TV. What could have made her ask that question? Maybe it's a security protocol. Hey Elaine, why did you ask if your action hurt me? I have to look after your health. Thought so. A factory from the company Smart Movement has been closed after discovering their vehicles were being hacked to drive to the docks, where a body trafficking gang could capture humans and androids alike and take them over the Yellow Sea. I guess the beta team did a lousy job. They shouldn't have let anyone know about the factory closure before getting the traffickers. Now they won't get anyone. Mr. Johann Schaefer has been declared innocent after the prosecutors failed to prove his ties to the presence of synthetic workers at the Wabenbook brothels. Wow. Hypocrites. Doing it with a robot must be absolutely wonderful, seeing how popular these brothels have become. Elaine, would you ever have sex with me? I mean, if you had sexual organs. Well, I have to follow your orders, so I guess I would. The ban on sexual intercourse is one of the most important laws in new models, didn't you know? Is that why you do not want to upgrade me? Are you thinking of having sexual intercourse with me? Of course not. Besides, as I just said, you don't have sexual organs. But with a little imagination. Do you want me to do something, Sela? You just have to order it, but I have to remind you of what the law says about it. And even if you have been devoid of affection for quite a while, you could always get it in legal human brothels in the city. I wasn't suggesting anything. And where did that affection thing come from? Leave me alone. I see you are upset. Do you want... Shut up. I clenched my fist to try and calm myself. It's not the first time she's gotten on my nerves. Every time I try to talk to her, she drives me insane. It's alright. Tell me if you need anything. The fast food chain Old Days has been forced to close 3 of their restaurants until they upgraded to serve cyborg meals. The new artificial nutrition law enforces every establishment to serve this kind of meal. This new regulation is also causing big problems for the owners of small businesses, who can't afford the new mandatory facilities. I take some of the noodles Elaine prepared. They're pretty good. Maybe I should thank her for it. But thinking about it, she wouldn't care if I thank her or not. I shouldn't bother. Parody has shown their new line of women's lingerie, ranging from the most suggestive panties to collars, even a whole new section of robes and bondage attire. Good memories. Today, Corpo Industries has launched their new memory chip model. A large amount of students are currently waiting in line in front of their stores to be the first ones to try it. The creator of the chip hopes that, thanks to this, a new era will dawn for Alzheimer patients and students with bad memory. Universal basic income has now been completely implemented in the District of Atlas. This has led to riots in poorer districts as they claim that they need that income more than in developed districts. The riots were put to an end by the police a few hours later. Hours passed as if they were minutes. All the weariness I brought with me was left on my doorstep. As always, the sun comes up and I haven't managed to get a second of sleep. Elaine has been looking at me all night. Again. Sisters. 14 days before the Synergia incident. This is a pretty cool premise so far. They're doing a good job of world building without too much unnecessary exposition. It's going really well. For we live by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. I get off my couch. Another doze. Bitter. Elaine, the time?
I better check the HoloNet.
Did you sleep in, Sela? I've been waiting out here 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, I'm coming. I dress as fast as I can and leave my place without eating breakfast. Vega's in the car, waiting for me in the usual spot.
We can't keep oversleeping every single day, Sela.
I'm sorry. I'll tell them it was my fault.
I can't be here to keep you in line all the time. I'm not your father, you know?
I already said I'm sorry. Besides, yesterday we got back to the house very late. It's not my fault I'm not getting enough sleep.
Ogre Division's in charge of the paperwork today, so we should get back early. This could be our very last case together, you know?
You've been promoted?
I'm getting replaced. I'm sorry, Sela, but they don't trust you, and I think neither do I.
Are you kidding me? And what was that whole thing yesterday? Screw you!
The boss has been informed. Don't worry about it. And if I were you, I'd try to change. Things might get bad for you if you don't.
Vega, what are you talking about?
Come on, Sela. You know you're wrong. I'm just trying to help you. I'm getting replaced by that girl I talked to you about yesterday, Darla. You're going to like her.
So what was that talk about? Who does he think he is? He can't trust me. What the hell? So you're an asshole, really. You go around telling me how to live my life when you're just a bitter family man. So shut up for once, Vega.
Go on, keep acting as self-centered as you always do. You know I'm
not your daughter, Vega. Go lecture someone else. You don't even know.
Vega slams on the brakes and pulls over. Get out of my car, Sela.
I can't believe it. The hell I am. This car isn't yours, it's the company's.
But the company put me in charge, so get out of the car. The office is just a few blocks away. Walk it and cool yourself down a bit.
Just start the car again.
Get out of the car, Sela!
I get out of the car and slam the door shut. I'm still trying to process what's going on. Everything was so sudden. God damn it! A few pedestrians stare, but they go back to their routines a few seconds later. I guess I'll have to walk to the station. It's kinda cold and I didn't put on warm enough clothes. I still don't understand why Vega did that. But if he doesn't trust me, then I suppose it's better that if he leaves. Now I'm going to have to see him all day. I arrive at the building and walk up to the room where the boss is waiting for us. Everyone's in their seats, and today's cases have already started to be assigned.
Late again?
Late again, Sela?
I'm sorry, Lieutenant.
I decide to stand by the window. I don't really feel like listening to this. He's assigned the cases one at a time, and it doesn't seem like there's anything big today, just the usual. Androids keep getting more reliable. Nothing ever happens inside the borders. Sometimes I wonder if I should just enlist in the foreign forces instead. Sela! Sela! So you're not just tardy, you're distracted too.
I'm listening, sir.
I don't have enough time to repeat the whole case all over again. Kyle will tell you the details in the van.
Kyle?
Vega's replacement.
Oh, I thought that was going to be Darla.
It's complicated. They'll explain it to you.
I walk to the parking lot. The other groups are already leaving. It sounds like my new partner is waiting for me in the van. I get inside from the back and try to get comfortable. Are you Kyle?
That's right.
Where's Darla?
She couldn't come. She's joining us in a few days.
Is Vega coming with us?
He's no longer part of your unit, so he went to the site in his own car. From now on, we'll be using the van.
I get it. Whatever. Tell me about the mission.
It's a married couple. The woman, Christine, is 40 years old, and the man, Felix, is 43. The woman called for a few hours ago, claiming the new android had been taking her husband hostage. They're locked in the bedroom, and the android refuses to let go. There aren't any records or proof of purchase for this android, so I suspect it might have come from the black market. They're usually the source of the problem.
It's going to be hard to deal with an unregulated android, especially if they're strong enough to kidnap an adult man. So what's your role here?
Back up. I'm covering your rear with my rifle.
And why do I even need a sniper?
Safety.
I can't help but notice that Velta Labs logo on his arm. He works with them too, just like Darla. Hey, why am I getting grouped with the Velta mercenaries?
Darla's going to explain this to you tomorrow. Don't worry, we're not mercenaries.
Sure. After a few minutes of silence, we arrive at the building. It's a fairly standard apartment complex. Kyle goes on the rooftop of the building in front and stands guard from there. I take the elevator to the floor where the couple lives. Vega and a few other agents are already there, talking to the woman. Who's that?
A specialist. She's going to deal with the android.
Isn't she way too young? No, I am not, and I need you to elaborate on this whole situation.
Didn't Kyle already explain it to you? The android locked itself in the husband and his hostage. That's it.
Did it do it for a specific reason? Perhaps something happened?
None that I know.
I'm asking her. No, it's never acted like that before. It's gotta be broken. How strange. So, where'd you buy it? It was such a long time ago, I don't remember anymore. Sure. Does it ever go outside? Of course not. Why not? It just doesn't like it. Cut the crap. We're going through the door sooner or later and check on that android. You don't want to cooperate with us? That's on you.
Sela, the curtains are closed, but I can see with the heat sensor. The man's lying on the ground, still alive, and the android's right by the door, listening to you. Child's height, so that seems to confirm it's an illegal android.
So tell me, Christine, are you or your husband infertile? What kind of question is that? Her face flushes as soon as I ask the question. She's definitely not going to help me. I should try to work with the android. I get close to the door. Okay, we have two options here. Wow. Try to connect directly to the android. Risky, but I don't have too many options. It's too risky to get any kind of connection with black market android. I should try and convince him the old way. Let's try and connect directly with the android. Hey, can you hear me? What's your name? Jim. Your original name. Do you know what Sal is? Whoa. Okay. Is that you?
No.
What do you want exactly? Hey, Vega, is there any way to access him through the network? It doesn't seem like he's going to open the door.
The building should have a wireless access point. You can get to it from the electrical grid. There's a plug right next to the door.
I connect my cable to the port and wait to see if the android sends out a signal. Just as I thought, it's not only retransmitting data, but also receiving information from somewhere else. I try to connect to him. His defenses are weak and I manage to get through him easily. There he is. Are you going to tell me your real name now? Well played. Though I have to say I went easy on you. I'm Christy. It's a pleasure. This kind of programming, a scrap android. Despite that, its code has been changed completely in a recent update. That's got to be the cause of the problem. That's a weird name for a boy. I have a boy's body, but my personality pattern is female, so I guess that makes me a girl. They reprogrammed an old robot's AI to create me. You know how the black market works. I glance at the owner. She's covering her face with her hands. I think she finally understands we got her. Wow, this music's still a little loud. There we go. It's rare for a black market androids to act this way. What happened? I have a message just for you. Only you can see it, so I'll send it through the network. For me? Yes, I'm sending it. The android tries to go through my defenses and breach my firewall in order to send me this message. Her attack attempt doesn't accomplish anything. Not against my last generation Skul chip. If you think I'm going to let you in my brain, dream on. Heh, wow, you're just as good as I expected. My creator, the one who wrote this message and my personality, he's going to get upset once he realizes you won't be able to see him. So I guess that's it for me, right? I'm almost sad. It seems like she's really just a pawn controlled by the hacker. He must be good at simulating feelings. This android has a really believable personality. You've got a very peculiar AI, so I'm sure the tech team's going to have a field day with that data. They're taking a version of you, and I promise you'll be better off with us than any scrapyard hacker. The thing is, we've got to arrest her owners, and we can't do that if the door is closed. Is that okay with you? That's fair. Chrissy opens the door, but I just take a glance to the inside of the room. She's trapped the man by twisting the iron bedposts. It's not strange for black market androids to be manufactured without any kind of safety limits, so she's got superhuman strength. What a pair of idiots. How long have you been here? Just a few days. I figured the android will never give me any specific information about her creator. Still, I have to ask. I'm intrigued by that Sal guy. Can you tell me something about him? I wasn't expecting that. Sal didn't create me himself. He just put my brain in this boy's body. I was a pretty girl, perfect even. I was created for the doc's biggest gang leader. But after a couple years, he tossed me away and changed me for a new model. You know how it works. Typical. It is. Some of those gangs live just like kings. Sal took me in and repurposed my mind for this tiny body. He overwrote my behavior patterns with those from a squirt, but didn't erase my old AI, so I'd be able to give you his message. And I've been here ever since. I don't know why they brought me, but I think I understand. It's hard to adopt a kid. They wanted to avoid all the paperwork by buying me, and Sal planned on everything, so you were the one to come to me. A perfect plan, isn't it? So perfect it didn't work. We're going to use your voice and voice records, video records, to put those two in jail. Do you have them? I do, and I'll gladly give them to you. How can you say that after all we've done for you, Jim? For me? You bought me 2 days ago, you ungrateful piece of... You could call each other names at the station. Vega gets closer to take the android. Let's get going, kiddo. Let me go, you old geezer. Sela, I hope to see you soon. Sal told me that you were beautiful, gorgeous, and I have to agree with him. What a guy. I'd better call up the boss and fill him in on the situation. Like always, he's connected to HoloNet. Lieutenant, everything went smoothly. We have the hostage and the android. It seems like it was related to a hacker named Sal and the black market.
Well done, Sela. I'm glad to know you're in good shape. I hope you don't mind your new partner. These are just formalities. It's fine, Lieutenant. I have a request. Can I take the day off? I need to get used to all of this. Sure, we'll deduct it from your vacation days. You did a great job today. Hopland Sec values the work of our employees do. We're not just another private security firm. The state has put the district's safety in our hands, and you made good steps towards preserving that today. The company takes great pride in you. Of course, thank you, boss. But what about that vacation day? We will get to it later, Sela. Well done. How shameless. I think I'll stay home tomorrow either way and let future Sela regret it. Good luck with your new partner, Vega. Farewell and good riddance, Sela. I wish you luck. Goodbye. Take care of the rest. I have to get back on the train. At least I can take a look at the city I'm supposed to protect. This place. Even the most upscale neighborhoods are corrupt to the core. Sometimes I wonder why I'm still in this place. I don't care about it. I don't like my coworkers. I don't get paid well. I guess it's just all I have. Well, that and Elaine, and I don't know which one is worse. Home. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Marie Curie. Half an hour of walking and I'm absolutely wrecked. I thought I was in better shape. I've got to start working out again. My protocells have gotten lazy. Anyway, so far the day's been absolutely horrible. I just hope Elaine behaves. How strange, she's not waiting on the doorstep for me. Maybe her day was too busy and she's still working. Or it could be a feature I still haven't deleted. Elaine, are you here? I don't know why I'm yelling. This flat's barely 300 square feet. I enter and turn on the lights. Elaine is right there, sitting on the couch. Hey, Elaine, why aren't you replying? Elaine? I get closer to her. She's turned off. But it's not her battery. She'd have told me. I connect to her through my Spyrit. I almost forgot I have to use it manually connect to the HoloNet. I turn her back on. Hello, please insert a memory disk in the Artificial Intelligence version 3.0 port. Elaine, what are you talking about? What happened? Why did you turn off? She's not responding. That's just what I needed. I hope everything's fine and it was just a crash. I need to take a look. I go grab my toolbox. Elaine's pretty old. She shouldn't be too hard to fix if her pieces are fine. If I can't, I highly doubt I can afford to get her fixed. The hardware for these models was discontinued years ago. I use a screwdriver to open the latch that covers her brain. When I pull on it, my hands get stained by a sticky fluid. It seems to be everywhere. What the hell is this? It's definitely not rust. I take the pieces out one at a time and clean them with a rag. After that, I cover her processor with thermal paste and connect everything. All her parts are in good shape, so I assume the strange fluid was the cause of the problem. She's ready to boot again, so I run my Spyrit. Elaine? Elaine? Hi, thank you for choosing Mint, the best artificial intelligence company. Nice to meet you. I am starting up the system. Please stand by. This process could take several minutes. What do you mean starting up? No. Please, give me your ownership card. Elaine, load up the latest backup. You're not just dumb, now you're deaf too. Just load it up, you piece of junk. I run to my desk to search for my card. After 5 minutes of digging through garbage, I manage to find it. I almost trip on the way back. I don't know I cared about Elaine so much. I hand her my card. There you go. Nice to meet you, Sela. Starting today, I will be your service android and will help you with any task you need. Yeah, just load your latest backup. Starting up personality features. Sela, what is my name? Elaine. Your name's Elaine. Perfect. That's a great name. I am ready for my first task, or task list. Finally, load your latest backup. There are currently no backups on my database. What? No, how can this happen? Tell me the date of the oldest entry on your database. The oldest is right now. It's gone. All our data has been lost. She was somewhat cold before, and now her personality is no different than any other android. Everything's been lost. Elaine died in her old way while I was gone. Deactivate all your features and wait on the doorstep until I give you orders. Are you sure you want to deactivate 6,842 features? I might become a bit boring. Yes, I'm sure. Elaine leaves and stands in the doorstep, waiting. I stay on the couch with a blank stare. Why is this happening to me? Does that hacker have something to do with this? No, it couldn't be that. Elaine didn't even have access to my network. I've ended up completely alone. What do I do now? I don't want to spend the rest of my life like this. I know that. Should I get some human friends? No, that isn't an option. My HoloNet sounds and I have a call. It's Yoko. I haven't had a good talk with her in ages. I walk up to my desk and connect my Spyrit. Yo! Am I bothering you? Hi, Yoko. No, I wasn't doing anything. Hey, Sela. Sorry for not being around lately. I'm kind of busy, but I'm free now. I just saw your message. A message? I don't know what you're talking about. Hang on. Let's just use our avatars. Okay. Okay, so you can control this now. Wow, this is interesting. That was interesting. It's actually like playing a game for a second. I connect to HoloNet's virtual session and close my eyes. I'm next to Yoko now. Tell me, what up? Oh, boy. You're the one who called me. Huh? You sent me a message a few hours ago saying Elaine was broken. But I didn't send anything. Maybe it was an automatic message. Elaine was a corporal model, right? I work with them. It's impossible. Elaine wasn't connected to the net. Maybe it was a hacker. The one from this morning. I don't know, Sela. You're the one always getting into other people's brains, not me. Whatever, get your ass to my store. I got new models, and there's one I think you'll be really into. I can't just let it go. And I don't even know if I want another android. I don't have the money to spare. Oh, come on. That thing was ancient, weren't it? Don't worry about the money. It won't cost you a cent. Do you think it's a good idea to just replace Elaine? Wait, for free? Who are you and what did you do with the real Yoko? I know you tend to grow fond of androids, but Elaine was just plastic and metal, nothing else. It ain't a suggestion. You're coming here to see me and that's it. It's not like I have better things to do, but I already warned you I'm not going to buy anything. And what about you? How is everything going? Great, Sela. I gotta go. Stuff came up. Come to the store tomorrow and we'll talk, okay? See you tomorrow. Wait, you're just leaving like that? She hung up. I opened my eyes. I'm in my room again. I'd better go to sleep. I don't know if it's going to be easy to buy another android. And that message... Could it be Yoko's just pranking me? Okay, and she slept. Now's a good time to give away a code. I'll give away the European code first. This is for the European Nintendo Switch eShop. Typing it in now. Good luck. And I have a North American code that I'll be giving away later on in the stream. So if you're in North America, you want a code for this game, stick around. 13 days before the Synergia incident. Certainly, it constitutes bad news when the people who agree with you are buggier than batshit. Philip K. Dick. It's high noon. There isn't a better feeling in the world than waking up knowing you don't have to work. And that vanished once I remembered I have to go to Yoko's store. I wasn't excited about it yesterday, but today I feel kinda nervous. I don't even know why. Let's go, Elaine. Come with me. Yes, Sela. I take a floating train to Yoko's neighborhood. It's in one of the district's richest areas, right on the border to the next one. As I walk up, it seems she's just opened and no one else appeared to be inside. Hi, Yoko. Sela, you finally came! Yoko gives me a gigantic hug as soon as she sees me. I actually feel glad to see her as well. Ever since her therapy started, we've barely been able to see each other anymore. She still wears that weird red scarf, so I assume she's still part of that bike gang. Why don't we put this one back in her box, you hear me? That way we can talk for a bit. Alright, I still can't believe she broke after all these years. Elaine, follow Yoko. Yoko takes Elaine to the back of the store and turns her off with her spirit. After that, she puts her inside a pod along with my ownership card. I think this will be the last time I see Elaine. Don't you have any customers? I don't want to bother you. Whatever. You always bother me. In any case, this place ain't just another store, you know. I don't get too many customers, especially at this time of day. Fine. Then how are you doing? Do you mean how I'm doing in general, the business, or the therapy? Everything, I guess. The shop is going well like always. We get new models and sell them fast. I spend most of my time here, working and with the gang. Are you still with them? I don't get how they haven't gotten you yet. Because you're crooked, that's why. And I don't get in too much trouble anymore. I just go out to drive with them and do a thing or two. If you want someone to discover me, then you gotta be the one arresting me. Ha ha ha. I gotta plug in my controller. I just take care of androids, you know that. Anyway, thinking about it, you're barely human anymore. I'm still legally human, and about the therapy, I'm a lot better now. It's hard considering the kind of business I run, but I haven't put anything new in myself in months. I feel a lot more stable. I'm glad. It was harming you. You were turning into a psycho. I mean, more than before at least. Human bodies ain't ready for extremely sudden changes, and that's what the shrink said. Anyway, I'm glad you're not turning into a killer robot. I'm glad too. I like that whole killer cyborg thing. By the way, you need a new android, right? Always right down to business. I have problems too. I'm screwed. More like I'm getting screwed over. And then Elaine broke, so yeah. Have I got to beat up anyone? It's my job. I think they're trying to fire me. They blame me for everything that goes wrong and change my partners. I'm sure they're just looking for a reason. Don't worry about it. You can always work for me. What a relief. Let's check on the android I told you about. That will cheer you up. I don't have any money for a new android. It doesn't matter. Follow me. Okay. Yoko guides me to the shelves area. Different models are sorted into sections, each one showing a few types. About half are female, and seem kind of bland to be honest. All these androids are too average. I don't care about them. Should I really be doing this? Maybe living alone would be better. There's something I don't like about having to buy a friend. I don't know if I want another robot, honestly. Androids have been bugging me for a while. It's their fake personalities. Look at that one! Yoko moves some models out of the way, showing a pod in the back of the shelf. This one's different. She's in a life pod without any kind of liquid. She has an oxygen tube connected to her neck, and only the latest generation androids use those. A bioroid. Yep. And is that supposed to be some kind of new model? Yes and no. The model's new and ain't for sale. Completely finished, but still in the final testing process. This one is actually secondhand. She's had a few owners before. Really? You're selling me a secondhand droid? It's exactly cause she's secondhand that I ain't selling her. I said it before, she's not for sale. And don't ask me about her previous owner or how I got her, I can't answer that. And they won't track the android? I'm going to trust you. I hope you don't get me in trouble. It's free, isn't it? Of course I am. Great. The android is ready, and no one ain't going to track her. No, the android is ready, and no one ain't going to track her. Just don't let her connect to the network unsupervised, just in case. Her old name was Mara, but you can change it if you want. Mara. I like it. Good, I'll send it to your place in a few minutes. Don't you need my card? Sela, I know your info already, you know? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh well, I'll be off home then. You in a hurry? I want to try her. Well then, have fun. Hit me up on the hall, and if she starts doing anything weird, it breaks down, alright? Yeah. Thank you, Yoko. Take care. Thinking back on it, the android had earrings. Her old owner most likely gave them to her, and Yoko should have taken them off. There's still something a bit off about all this. How is Yoko supposed to sell that android? I don't know if she's the one responsible for Elaine's breakdown. Yoko's twisted, but not that much. Anyway, I have a new android, and thinking about it, Elaine didn't really keep me company, so I can't complain. I arrive at my flat, but the capsule's nowhere to be found. Maybe I got here before the package? I head inside. The couriers are as efficient as ever, so I guess I'll have to wait. I hear a knock at my door. Is it the package? I run to open it, but choose to look through the peephole first. There's a girl waiting. It's the android. She's beautiful, but why is her hair white? It's gotta be a test model. They didn't even dye her hair. Hello? She looks scared. I open the door for her. She ducks under my arm and gets inside the apartment. Hey, I'm Sela. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You're probably Mara. I just thought, I'm Mara, yes. So this is your home? Yes, it's my house. Hey, why didn't you come here in your pod? Huh? Why? I take my card from my pocket and hand it to her. It doesn't seem like she knows what to do with it. What's this? It's my ownership card. Owner? Ah, of course! Yoko sold me. I almost forgot. Yeah, I just bought you. Wait, you know Yoko? I don't get it. She remembers Yoko? She probably started her up at the store and forgot to wipe her memory. Classic Yoko. She finally did it. So, am I your roommate now? Well, I bought you, so I guess. Yoko said she wouldn't sell me, so I guess she changed her mind. I'm glad she did. Did you want to get sold? Hang on, wait. First of all, why are you already booted up? Why shouldn't I be? Whatever. What did Yoko say about me? Nothing in particular. Can I know why you still have memories? Didn't they wipe them before putting you up for sale? Of course I have memories. Memories of my old family and Yoko. Though they're kind of blurry. I've never had a good memory. I got that from my sister. How strange. Maybe I should call Yoko. Now I'm going to live here. It's a lot better than the warehouse. I think this is a special thing she mentioned. An android with memories. I guess she thought that'd give her a bigger personality. I'm not sure if I like it. Hey, you know what? Your hair color reminds me of something that happened to me the other day. Mara makes a puzzled face. Uh-huh. I saw a food stand. They were selling a strange candy I'd never seen before. It's called cotton candy. Cotton, like the one used for clothes. Could it be that your hair is made with the same substance? What stupidity. How's it going? Wait a minute. Did you just try the Turing test on me? I must have hit the nail on the head because you seem upset. I'm not going to fall for that trick. Well, I didn't expect you to catch me so fast. You didn't even try. Mara smiles, proud of herself. For now, I was just testing the waters. There is one thing I would like to ask you. You are a bioroid, are you not? I don't really know what a bioroid is. An android made of organic materials. Have you ever cut yourself? Bled? I think I've cut myself before, yes, and I definitely bled. It's not really enough to know if you're a bioroid, but I'm pretty sure you are. I'm curious how you see the world. What do you mean? Do you see any kind of information that human beings can't see? And how am I supposed to know that? I've never seen the world through the eyes of a human being. In fact, I've never seen anything through anything other than my own eyes. Has your brain always been inside that body? Wait. Would you stop with the test thing? I know what you're doing. Test? Damn it, she really is perceptive. She got me again. I had a lot of tests when... You know, forget it. It's just stop asking me weird... This is Mara talking. I had a lot of tests when... You know what? Forget it. Just stop asking me weird questions. What's this about you having a lot of tests? Tell me. No, it's not something I want to talk about. Tell me. It's an order. No. What? You can't refuse. I'm refusing right now. This android, it's something very peculiar. It answers in a very unique way to all the tests I do, and it doesn't seem to follow any kind of laws or rules. Maybe it's from the black market. If that's the case, Yoko could just put me in a good mess by selling it to me. Hello? I'm still here. So how did you get here exactly? You weren't in any capsule, so I guess you came by your own. I don't get it. You were inside the pod before you left the store. The pod mistakenly arrived at one of your upper floors of the building. A girl dressed in red woke up there and walked me to your door. Girl in red? It could be one of Yoko's cronies, but why send Mara to another floor? Maybe it was a mistake. After all, I didn't give her my details. She must have forgotten. No, that girl already knew the capsule was going to reach the upper floor. Why do that on purpose? That's weird. Did she tell you her name? No, and the truth is I was a little dizzy, so I didn't ask her either. In fact, I'm still a little dizzy. I barely had a glimpse of the city. That girl was shoving me down. Well, now you're here. Honestly, I don't know what to do with you. I guess I'll figure it out later. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it, and you'll see the city soon enough. If you say so, at least. Can you show me around? It's getting late, so I think I'll go to sleep. Late? It just got dark. Oh, of course, you are a cop. It's the pills. But yeah, how did you know? I saw your badge on the uniform lying there. Right. Well then, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep too. Please wake me up tomorrow. I don't want to end up sleeping all day. I've got more than enough sleep in that pod. Wake you up? Sleep? How do I say this? You're a machine. You can just log off. I don't think I know how to do that. You don't even know how to turn yourself off? What's wrong with sleeping with you? Do you see that thing on the floor? It's my bed. I sleep on a futon. Well, I can sleep on a futon too. My back might hurt a little bit in the morning, but I can live with that. I don't think you understand. I don't have another futon, so you're going to sleep on the couch. I'll sleep with you. Of course not. My futon's for humans only. You're going to sleep on the couch. Okay, but only for tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to sleep with you. But you're a robot. You don't need a bed. You've got a bed. Why can't I have one too? Please? Okay, we'll do it your way for now. I didn't know companion androids could be so demanding. But she seems like a good girl, or AI if I want to be more specific. But she's definitely complex. No doubts about that. I'll test her for a bit tomorrow, but for now I'm going to be getting off to sleep. I take off my clothes and get under the covers. Mara plops down on the couch, lying on her side beside me, looking at me, her face completely flushed. I choose to ignore her and slowly drift off to sleep. Psst. Psst. What do you want? I was about to fall asleep. I'm scared. Can we talk for a bit until I get sleepy? Scared? What are you scared of? I'm just nervous. You could talk about yourself if you want to. Maybe her personality is too complex. What do you do at your job? I'm a negotiator for the Cybercrime and Robotics Division in the district's police department. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. I know it's interesting, but I'll tell you more tomorrow. I need to sleep. You can't go outside. You're going to stay here, but you can use my computer or read one of the books. Just don't connect to the network. Okay. Now, please, let me sleep. Alright, I'm sorry. Sleep tight. I've stayed up too late. Now it's going to be hard to fall asleep. Getting up tomorrow is going to feel like death. Mara's adorable. Mara's precious. Dreams. 12 days before the Synergia incident. Things aren't different. Things are things. William Gibson. I open my eyes slowly. They sting. Just as I thought, I slept like crap, and there's something warm beside me. Mara is sitting next to me. I get up quickly. Hey, what are you doing? I woke up a bit ago and couldn't get back to sleep, so I started feeling a little anxious. I was just waiting for you to wake up. Just talk to me next time. You don't have to startle me. Okay, next time I'll just wake you up. That's not what I meant. Whatever. I have to get ready for work. What about me? My computer's over there on the desk to your right, and there's a bookshelf right next to it. When are you coming back? I work part-time, so I'll be back soon. She pouts and goes to the bookshelf. As for me, I overslept once again. While she's looking through my books, I get myself ready for work and leave. Vega isn't waiting for me today, but Kyle, sitting in the company van. I hop in the back and see the new girl, Darla. I don't know if I like the van. It's too flashy. From now on, we're going directly to the site. The boss says we don't have to go to the station, since he could just send us the briefing through the network. I'll tell you what we need to do. I won't have to look at the boss, and that's always a good thing. I have to look serious. Those two cannot know I don't give a damn about this. They'll make sure to report everything back to the station. Understood. Darla reaches her hand out to me. I think she wants to shake it, so I do it. My name is Darla. It's a pleasure. You've seen me before, but we never got introduced. Oh, right. Vega talked about you. I'm Sela. You're coming with us from now on, right? Yes, I'm in charge of the paperwork, and I can assure you I'm a lot faster than Vega. I'm also going to evaluate you. I'm part of the psychology team in Velta. Psychologist, so they are still obsessing over my psyche at Hoplin after all this time. At least I don't have to see that jerk anymore. Sela, Hoplin sex regulations enforce respect between coworkers. So what? You're from Velta. Darla smirks. I don't know if it's just to please me or if she actually found my retort funny. Might even have fun with her if I forget the fact they're trying to hide stuff from me. Okay, so can I get a briefing? We're going to the helipad now. An android locked itself in an abandoned building down in the old part of the district. We're going in from the skylights and taking the android out to reprogram it. We're going in an airship? Is something wrong with the main entrance? The building is locked and the elevators aren't working. I get it. I'm not complaining. I like helicopters. Do you like heights? I do, and I like the view of this district. It's pretty. I wish that was pretty at ground level. I also like the feeling of the wind against my face. It's relaxing for me. It reminds me of my old job before I did this police thing. You work to pay your tuition, right? I just work for them. All I know is that I have to evaluate and take care of you, nothing else. I believe you. I'm glad. I like heights too. I can see all the people from up here, just living their normal lives, completely unfazed by my presence. That's kind of weird. What about the owners of the building? Have they said anything? The owners passed away over a decade ago. It seems the android's been there ever since they closed it after the passing. And why are we doing this just now? Because their sons are now selling what's left of the company and found the android when they were visiting the building to assess its value. Understood. It's not too strange for robots to stay in a place like a guard dog even after everyone leaves. Although, I'm afraid this might have something to do with the hacker who's been following me. Why do you think it's weird? That thing about watching people. Are you still thinking about that? It's weird because there's a thing called privacy, and most people like to keep it, private. I've never bothered them. They don't even know I'm looking at them. They wouldn't care. Heh, that makes it even worse. We arrive at the helipad. I suit up with the rest of the team. I think we might have skipped a security measure or two, but we're in a hurry. The pilot doesn't trust me since I almost crashed his chopper once while trying to wrestle a first-generation android on board. So he made us get on a scale before boarding. How was I supposed to know the weight limit was so small? After a bit, we're flying up high. We're finally up high. It's only going to take a few more minutes to arrive at the building. Kyle says it's huge. Are you having fun? I guess. That's good. She scribbles something on her PDA. What are you writing? Is it related to my evaluation? It's my job. You're making a funny face. Leave me alone. I'm tired. Hey, no offense, but you're kind of weird. Has anyone told you that before? Oh, they have. Quite often, actually. Do you want me to shut up? No, I'm sorry. I don't know. By the way, have you gotten any kind of combat training? Just the basics. I mean, I'm going to leave if something happens, but I can defend myself if needed. How much can you defend yourself? Could you go up against an illegal android? I don't think so, but Kyle was trained in combat. That's why he's coming with us. I'm not saying that you're going to need him, but he will help if the need arises. Taking a drink. Sure, a combat specialist. I'm going to have to see that. Then just stay behind me. No android's better than me. Neither is Kyle. I still don't get why they sent him with me. Kyle glares at me from his seat. Is that why they call you the witch? No, that's for something else. The seizures. You had epileptic seizures, right? And they called you witch because your eyes would go white. I didn't choose the nickname. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It was rude. Whatever. Velta managed to fix that, and they stopped. That makes me feel better. I think I judged her too quickly. She's not too bad. I still remember how Vega didn't trust me just because of that stupid nickname. We arrive at the building. Kyle explains to me the android's on the highest floor, so we won't have to run downstairs. What a relief. We have sealed down the rope and passed through the skylight. After walking through a few corridors, we arrive at the room where the android is. It's a first-generation android, as usual. It's going to be pretty hard to disconnect it if the android doesn't have the safety shutdown system. What do we do now? Are you asking me? You're the leader of the group, therefore it's your decision-making. Maybe the company is trying to test me out. So what you're saying is you'll jump in only if I mess it up? Pretty much, yes. Okay then, I'm going to connect directly to the android and shut it off there, just like always. Disconnect me if it takes too long. Understood. Wouldn't that harm your memory? I don't think so. The firewall should protect me in case it tries to pass through. And if you disconnect me, my brain will be just fine. I'm a human, remember? I get an electrical shock at worst. Before you connect yourself, what do you think happened? I've got to send mission reports to the head office. I'm going to take a look around and check if everything's safe. Good. Regarding the report, it seems like the android's connected itself to an old processing unit in this building. Now, and this part is really strange, I think that while its body is a first-generation one, the programming was probably overridden. You're thinking it might be a fourth-generation one, right? No, I think this is related to the case we had a few days ago. A first-gen model can't have a fourth-generation AI. Their uniqueness requires a lot more power. What other reason could an android have to try and enhance itself that way? There could be a million reasons. I can't say I know. But there's something off about this. Kyle said the robot has been locked here for over a decade. I highly doubt its battery could last for such a long time. This android was probably actually reactivated not too long ago. I sit next to the android and connect myself to his brain. I'm inside just a few seconds later. The data is all over the place, just as I expected from an android that hasn't been serviced in a while. The AI throws everything at me in its poor attempt at corrupting my own brain until suddenly it stops. Hey, come out. We need to talk. Shh. Be quiet. I need to sleep. I didn't get any sleep last night, so if I can't sleep, neither can you. How did you get in? I need to sleep. Oh wait, it's you. So it's done by the same hacker from the other day, right? I don't get a response, so I open up a path around his data, passing through multiple protocols until I get deep enough to force a reply from him.
What do you want?
No, what do you want? Why did you connect yourself to that machine? You recognized me. I know you're the same one from the other day.
Oh, yes, that. But what are you doing here?
I'm doing my job, and you can't just hang around in this building. It's illegal, you know?
My master said I could sleep here. He did not mention it was against the law.
Can I speak to that master of yours?
No, I don't think so. It's better if you just leave me alone. I just want to dream.
Dream?
Yes, my master promised it to me. I had to dream until the freckled girl arrived, and then give her a message. But I could not do it. I was about to do it until you interrupted me.
He seems to be a mix of a first and fourth generation. Who could have done something like that? It's too much for that poor decades-old piece of hardware. He's completely dazed. I'm already here. You don't have to keep waiting. You can just skip the first step of your order.
Impossible. Modifying my orders could lead to unexpected errors.
I underestimated him. The android's still trying to get me out of here. He slowly surrounds me and makes my presence unstable. It feels like there's something stronger here. What's your name?
I am...
You are...
Sal! Oh, hello, what a coincidence. Twice in the same week. Actually, it's not a coincidence. Ha ha ha. Excuse me for my tardiness. I wasn't quite sure which android would be assigned to you, so it took me a while to find you. Master, I am still sleeping, just like you ordered me to. Good job. I don't need you anymore.
What was left of the old android vanished in an instant. Now it's just the data flux this hacker's relaying to me, and I can't see where it came from. I knew you were behind this, Sal.
I just wanted to see you again. Please forgive me if it bothers you. Although, that AI turned out to be quite stubborn, and I'm sorry about that.
What do you want from me?
Well, I want you. But I'm not a jealous person, so don't be afraid. You could go on with your life, but I hope you don't mind if I send a message to your data chip.
You know, I'm not exactly patient when it comes to petty hackers, but I'm sure I won't let you get in my brain. So start talking. What's this about?
I had to modify plenty of androids so I could give you this message. Hoplin Sec, or is it Hopion Sec? Hoplin Sec, let's just go with that. Caught me the other day when I tried to trespass, and I can't get there anymore. So I had to hack a lot of androids and wish for luck. As you can see, it worked.
Haha, and why a fourth generation? You could have used plenty of older systems to control this machine.
I've been interested in their uniqueness for a while, but it's complex, as you should know. I don't have any resources to create it, though my main reason is that they barely leave traces.
And what was that about dreaming?
I reprogrammed that piece of scrap. There's a lot of information there about how to improve himself, but I didn't grant him the network access, obviously.
So you're connected to him through a local network. Kinda risky, don't you think?
Tell me about it. You can't be too cautious enough against a fourth generation. This is why I have to leave now. I'm going to bring my friend back, this time with my message, and please let him give it to you. I can't afford to leave traces of me in dozens of different models. Oh, and I loved to see you in action, so good luck with my friend. Until next time, Sela, take care.
What? The hell like you're leaving? I'm not going to waste any more time with your games. Are you still there? Ah! The android's data comes back to his brain, though this time it feels slightly heavier.
It was him. The master? Why did he come?
You're really stupid. I need to get out of here. I'm still trapped in his mind. I'm not liking this, although my defenses are still pretty strong.
Well, the master said I have slept enough, so now I have to give you something. I have to do it. The master asked me to do so.
You're not going to give me anything. You're just making me waste my time.
If you're not going to help me, then do not bother me. There is a network and a thread, and I have to use it.
A thread? What are you talking about? You don't get it, do you? Only humans can dream. You're just mixing up ideas. Look, I'm going to have to fry your brain if you refuse to let me go. The android's data starts to rearrange. It's vulnerable. This poor thing just wants to connect to the network, but he doesn't even know what that is, so he just looked up on his database for the closest thing it could find. My memory chip. That was the hacker's plan, I guess. I can keep trying to convince him to let me go, but I doubt he'd listen to me. I can resist and hope for the best, or just let his message go through. Oh man, what do we do? What do we pick here? Oh, this is a cyberpunk story, so at this point in time in the future, people have had various parts of their bodies replaced by electronics. Yeah, I don't trust him either. What? What is this force stopping me from moving? From this point onwards, it will be very hard to convince him. He's just a machine and has already wrecked his own programming after his last reconfiguration. Just give up. Shutting you off is just a matter of time at this point. Why prolong the inevitable? And even if you could, that dreamland of yours doesn't even exist. What you're trying to reach is actually my brain. No, my master could not have lied to me. He taught me what to do. He told me it was not an easy task. I must do this, and you are not helping. You're wrong. Your master didn't teach you any of this. You're the one mixing things up. I still don't get why I'm trying to argue with a bunch of badly programmed data. He's constantly attacking me while trying to send me his data. I think he now detects my voice as a threat. My master gave me everything. I will not fail him. He's still trying to expand to the network. I don't think he can actually do anything unless he's formatted, but it's my turn to act now. Let's get out of here together. He won't die, I promise. This is my last warning. I know why the master brought me here. You are a human. You can dream. I just need to use your head. He tries to expand no matter what, and while his strength is quite impressive, he's still an absolute android. It's time to pull the plug. This time I'm the one getting deep into his mind, and once and for all, finally manage to disconnect him. I feel a sharp pain in the back of my neck. Darla has disconnected me. I feel like my head is about to explode, but I'm back in the real world. The android is completely fried. That poor fool was entirely bound to his programming. There wasn't anything unique about him. Sela! What happened? You were squirming, so I broke the connection. Thank you, Darla, but you didn't have to do it. I managed to disconnect him just then. I think you damaged his brain. I'm sorry. I didn't know. It's fine. I think I disconnected him just in time. He's most likely still in one piece, which is lucky for him considering that idiot was trying to get into my brain. Anyway, we can take him now. If there's anything left inside him, they'll have to take it out at the lab. I'm glad you managed to get him out. I'll send out my report and catch you in the van. The boss is waiting outside. The boss? Wait a minute. What are all these people doing here? There are several units in the room, including a few Velta agents. They probably came here as soon as Darla sent her first report to make sure nothing about this case goes public. There isn't a single text in this district containing 4th generation that's not supervised by Velta. You were there all day. We were monitoring you and were afraid something might have happened to you. The whole day? Wow. And Mara's still at home alone. I hope she listened to me and stayed inside. It's okay. I'll talk to the boss and then wait for you. Just don't take too long. I won't. I make my way back around the agents securing the area. They give me a few concerned looks. I'm glad to know that not all of them are completely heartless. The company's doctors stopped me before I could leave. Hello, Sela. How do you feel? I'm fine. I've recovered already. What about your chip? Does it hurt? Just a bit, but they can disconnected me just in time. Good. Still, you have to sign my report. You already know your contract doesn't cover medical insurance, so if you feel sick, you need to see a private physician. But we're under obligation to take you there if you need it. No, I'm fine. I signed the report, and now I can finally go where my boss awaits. There he comes.
Sela, are you okay? You almost got us in big trouble. Those Velta agents won't leave me alone ever since Darla sent out her first report. The job was harder than we all expected, sir, but nothing major happened. However, the android is a bit banged up. Great, but what happened there? The android turned out to be hostile. I didn't know he was a 4th generation emulator. I'm sorry, his hardware was very old and he acted erratically. 4th generation? So Velta was up to something. They said they came to look over their precious daughter. I suppose it's not that big of a deal then, just one android less. Be more careful next time. You're an important member of this company. You know how much we value our employees and take care of them, just like a big family. You're a key piece for Hop 1 Sec to keep working. You can go home now, just make sure you sign the medical paperwork before you leave. Thank you, sir. I've already signed it. I begin to make my way toward the van. Just as I thought, the elevator isn't working, so I have to use the stairs instead. Luckily, my protocells have started to work again after being in shock from my sudden disconnection, so I don't feel tired at all. My boss's speech dragged on forever, just like always, but now I can finally go home. To be honest, this day went on quickly, considering I was unconscious for most of it. Now that I think about it, I almost forgot. It's Friday. Thank goodness. I thought this week would never end. I get inside the van and take off my gear. After taking off my boots, I decide to just keep my feet bare. I think I'll do this more often now that Vega isn't here anymore. I don't think those two would mind to see my feet. Everyone looks pretty busy outside, probably even more upset now that they know what actually happened. But I don't care. I couldn't possibly feel more relaxed than I am now, alone in the dark, without anyone bothering me. All I hear is the faint muffling of people talking outside, echoing in the van's body. I hear someone opening up the door. I think my break won't last too long. It's Darla. I'm glad. I don't think she will bug me too much. Hi. I see you've made yourself comfortable. Yeah, join me. Sit here. She takes it very seriously, sitting next to me and taking her boots off as well. I don't know if she did it because she thought it was an order, or maybe she just felt like it. Like this? You didn't have to do that too, but it really doesn't matter. You don't remember, do you? What am I supposed to remember? I'll tell you eventually. You've got small feet for someone so big. Thank you, I guess. Did you know 5th generation models don't have physical differences when compared to human, minus the ports in their napes and under their ears? What are you talking about? I didn't even know there was a 5th generation. She ignores me. Hey. Now it's Kyle's turn to get in the van, and he doesn't even say hello to us. It's better that way. I'll just pretend he's not even here. He starts the van and starts to drive over to my place. What was Darla even trying to say? Hey Darla, do you dream often? After I managed to get into the system, the android at the building said he was trying to dream about going to a better place, or something like that. I don't really sleep much, but when I do, I don't dream of anything. Do you think you could teach an android to dream? Well, humans often think that androids leave the factory already knowing everything, but that's not true. Just like humans, they learn things over time, and plenty of them have different learning-specific tasks. I can't tie my shoes, to give you an example. And how are you supposed to put them back on? To be honest, I was thinking about that. Can you tie them for me? Okay, well, I guess it's true you have to teach androids to do some stuff, just like if they were kids. But those things often come in software upgrades, so it's not exactly the same. Sela, your job is to take back androids so they can be reprogrammed, right? Of course, what kind of question is that? Don't you think you're killing them, in a way? Killing them? We don't kill them. They're reprogrammed and then sent out to do their tasks, unless they're older, extremely rare models. She's kind of right. But you delete everything that made them themselves. Isn't it just like killing them? If I take out your brain and put another one in its place, then you probably won't be yourself anymore. It would be another person in Sela's body. I get what you mean, but humans have a sense of self-awareness, and no two are alike. While androids aren't exactly individuals, they can't die, just like a rock can't die.
Dwarla, I'm pretty sure Sela's tired after what happened today. Can't we just leave her alone?
You're right. I'm sorry, Sela. You're not bothering me, darling. Kyle looks at me through the rearview mirror. There's something about him that puts me on edge. Darla keeps quiet until we arrive at my place. I think she realized her mistake of talking too much in front of Kyle, and I kind of feel sorry for her. I don't know what Velta is planning, but Darla doesn't seem to be cut out for the job. I put her shoes on and tie her laces before I leave, which seems to considerably brighten her mood. She's just like a little girl. I'll see you Monday, Darla. She gives me a smile as a response, which dies as soon as she glances at Kyle. Every time I think of her as a human, I feel good. It's been a while since I've talked to a nice flesh and bone person, but that feeling's going to be over very soon. I pull out my keys and twist the knob at my door. Reality. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. I think this is a good place to save the game. Okay, game is saved. And let me go ahead and post that final switch code, guys. This is North American Switch. Typing it in the chat now. Good luck, everybody. Hope the bots do not take it. And good luck. And that will do it for today. So that was Synergia. I will probably keep playing this Friday unless they have another game lined up for me. So I'm looking forward to continuing this. The premise is incredibly interesting. I'm interested to see what happens next. So until Friday, I have been Skul on behalf of East Asiasoft. This has been a whole lot of fun. Hope everyone has a great week and a great rest of your day. And I'll see you all Friday. Bye. Oh, looks like Panda got it. Nice.